Good morning, sir.
Morning. So some of you, I think they are not able to join because this is Microsoft Teams, so they may face problem in technical issue also. So, and this is the first webinar for all of you. So I think it's okay. Next time they may join. Today's title of the talk is Future of BTech Electronics and Communication Engineering in BTech Electronics and Computer Engineering in India and abroad. I'm Dr. Ajay Yadav. I am Associate Professor in Electronics and Communication Engineering Department. My MTech is from IIT Dhanbad and PhD from IIT Delhi. Now, first of all, I will give you a glimpse that what are the where are the different chip manufacturing plants in India, not in India, means outside India. Outside India, bole to, it can be in the Europe, it can be in Asia, it can be in USA. So the first chip manufacturing plant, which is very famous and it supplies almost 60% of the world, the chips which are very important. It is Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company. This plant, it is located in Taiwan, and they have two fabrication units. One is Fab 15, another is Fab 18. They design very, can say that they have very niche technology because they can design at 3 or 5 nanometer level. 3 and 5 nanometer means what? Key in between the two means you have a small chip in between the two means elements there on the chip. There can be 3 nanometer or 5 nanometer space. So this is a very complex technology and only TSMC can do this thing. They are the world advanced chip manufacturing uh, plants, and they are the only one in the world who can do this. Nobody else can do. If you see, I will show you later on. All are designing more than 5 nanometer technologies basically. Okay, so that's why they have a lead on in this, and they are leading the world also. The second one is your Samsung Electronics. In Noida also we have a Samsung plant. Means that is not chip manufacturing. That is in the area of semiconductor. Sorry, your smartphone manufacturing. Okay. So Samsung Electronics, it is located in South Korea and it has two plants. One is Samsung Jiheung and another is Pyeongtaek plants. Okay, and they manufacture chips, memory chips. So if you see your smartphone or laptop, you require a lot of memories there, right? And you have memories, means in your pen drive also you have memory where you store the data. So what I want to say that Samsung Electronics, they have capability that they can design chips up to the level of 5 or 7 nanometer. Okay. And the third number is your Intel Corporation, which is a US based company, and it has means offices in US, Ireland, and Israel. They have Fab 42 or Fab 24. Means there are two plants. One is in Arizona, USA. Another is Leixlip, Ireland. They design chips at the level of 7 and 10 nanometer. Okay, and they designed CPU chips also. So आपका देखोगे, if you see your laptop, you'll find that there is a processor there. So that processor is basically, you can say that it can be in any of these chip manufacturing plants. Fourth is Global Foundries, which is also which is also located in US, Germany, and Singapore. In US, it is Fab 8, and in Germany, it is Fab 1. So they have these are the chip manufacturing facilities there. So they also manufacture a lot. Then again, SK Hynix is located in South Korea and China. They have one plant in South Korea, Ikyon campus. Another is your Wuxi plant in China. So they are also manufacturing for memory chips, DRAM and NAND based memory chips. Sixth one is your Micron technology. Micron recently they have started one plant in Gujarat, Sanand, Gujarat. Okay, and it is very means a good company which is located in USA, and they have plants in USA, Singapore, Japan, Taiwan. Sorry, this company is located in all these places. See, there are two things. One is the hardware chip manufacturing, another is the designs. Okay, and if you see here, these companies they may have the design centers all over the world, but the plant is only on few locations. One, if you see here, is in USA, another is in Singapore. So it means that if you see in this, Singapore is very important from electronics point of view. I have, if I'm showing you here, it is coming at 4 5 places. It means that Singapore, Taiwan, China, they are playing very important role in world chip manufacturing. At the seventh position is your United Microelectronics Corporation, which is having plant offices in Taiwan, Singapore, and China, and they have two plants. One is in Taiwan, another is Singapore. They work on the logical chips. The eighth one is your Semiconductor Manufacturing International Corporation. This is located in China, and they have two fabrication units. One is in Shanghai, another is in Beijing. They also means they work on the mature technologies. So what I want to say that these all fabrication units, they play a very important role in global semiconductor supply chain, and they produce chips which can be your consumer electronics, and it has industrial applications. And nowadays, if you know, chips are used in your vehicles also. Automobile sector also we use chips. So wherever you have automation, you will be using chips there, because there are some microcontroller based programming modules which we program and they work for us. So what I want to say that if if you see here in all these things, India is nowhere in the top chip manufacturing fabrication facilities. If you see here, you can search by yourself. Till now, India is nowhere. So the question which comes in our mind that why India needs chip manufacturing? हमें क्यों चाहिए? Import कर लेंगे. We can import the chips from outside India. There is no problem, right? But there is a problem, big problem there. What is the problem? If you see, during COVID, you have observed that many automobile sector, they have stopped supplying the means cars, because they were lacking in the sort, they were not having the chips which they are using for their lot of electronics which is there in the automobile or your car, bus, whatever, right? Generally, I think the problem arised for this Mahindra, you know. So they were facing the chip shortage issue. So what I want to say that as a country, when you see India imports a lot oil. Oil is the basically very important factor. हमें we use petrol, diesel, gas, all these things we use. So we import a lot. So we are the world, one of the world largest importer of oil. After that, at the second position is your electronics products. So when a country is dependent so much on this, and our demand for electronic products is increasing day by day, you will find that after few years, it is increasing. It will be in a few $1 billion. 111 billion is the by 2030 people are estimating, and the world demand for electronics is around $1 trillion. Okay, and it is the vision of our prime minister that we want India to be $5 trillion economy. And when you want this to happen, you need to stop importing electronic based products from your neighbors like China. So here, if I say in why we India need chip manufacturing, one of the reason is your strategic region, national security. Because if you see the map of India, it is something like this. This is the India, right? This side you have China, and this is the India. So if you are importing each and everything from China, then it may be possible if there will be in future, if there is a war between India and China, then they can stop the supply of the chips and so many things. And these chips we use in your defense, also we use in your so many things for domestic products also, consumer, we in industry also we use them. So if a country with whom you are fighting, why they will give you all these things? So from national security point of view, it may create a chaos at the time of war with our neighbors. So that's why we need to reduce dependence on the foreign supplier so that we can reduce this risk. Okay, so this is a big problem. Second thing is that control over technology. Okay, so if right now we are mainly, if you see in India, we are assembling the products. We don't have any chip manufacturing plant in our country as of now. So if we start chip manufacturing in our country, then we have the technology of this, and then each and everything will be cheaper. Now you are importing the laptop, each and everything, smartphone from China. But and if even in India now, right now, we have only assembling plants, not manufacturing of chips and something like that. So when you have something indigenous technology which is made in India, then the price of the products will also reduce, and it will create a environment, local environment, where the means people within the vicinity, they will get a lot of jobs. Okay. Third is your economic resilience. When you have something, now you are importing electronics products, but after, if you have your own chip manufacturing plant, if you are manufacturing your own products, then you will supply this to the outside world. Okay. And when a country like India, it will supply to the world, it can means it will generate jobs, as well as you will fill the gap in the global supply of semiconductor industry. Okay, because we have, if you see all over the world, Indian chip designers are very famous. We have a lot of chip design facility in our country, and these chip design facilities, which is there, Indians are very well known in this all over the world, and we are very famous for the chip design. Only thing which is not there in India is the chip manufacturing. So we will start the chip manufacturing. So this is the reason we should go for this. Second thing is your economic growth, right? When you have highly, because the chip manufacturing is very complex process, is involved hundreds of processes in the overall getting that silicon wafer of chip. Basically, it will involve hundreds of uh, processes. So if you have a engineers who know all these processes, then it is, you can say that you have highly skilled engineers, and definitely there will be job creation. If the world will know that India is also manufacturing basically chips, then they will, because India labor, or you can say that we are basically at we can uh, manufacture a product at a low cost, and we can supply it to the world. So this thing, if it will happen, then it will basically, there will be a lot of foreign direct investment, because there will be many indirect industry in addition to your chip manufacturing, which will be using those chips. So what I want to say, that there will be economic growth in the country. Next thing is your technological advancement. When you have your own chip manufacturing plants, then there are chances, you can say that right now Indian government is planning only 32 nanometer, 40 nanometer, 65 nanometer technology chips. But in future, when you have your own manufacturing plants, you have your own R&D teams at these plants, they can go up to the lower level also, just like Taiwan. Taiwan currently, they have the capability to manufacture 3 nanometer or 5 nanometer chips. Okay. But initially we are starting with 32, 40 nanometer and 65 nanometer. Now, if you have this facility, then we can go for low scale also, like below 10 nanometer technology. So this is also. Third thing is your, means another thing is your support for startups. If you have lot of startups which are working in the area of semiconductor, basically, or which you are using the semiconductor chips, then it will foster them, because now if you are importing something from Taiwan, Singapore, or China, it will be somewhat costly for you. But if you have something within India, it will reduce the cost of that. So any startup, it can make a viable product for the India as well as outside world also, right? So outside India also, it can, we can, they can supply things. So what I want to say, that these are the reasons we should start chip manufacturing. The last reason is your technological reasons. Okay, if you have a good tech ecosystem in our country, then we will be good in the software, we will be good in the hardware, and we will be good in the services also. Okay, we are basically generating skilled professionals for the India as well as outside world. In addition to that, there are a lot of domestic industries in our country which are using these chips. It can be your Samsung, it can be LG, it is NXP. There are so many companies which are uh, means uh, you can say that manufacturing or producing consumer electronic items, and all of them nowadays use chips. So from that point of view also, it is very important. Then your automotive industry, as I told you earlier also, in automotive industry, in your vehicles, it can be your two-wheeler, four-wheeler. If you see Ola, Uber, all of them are using chips. In your car also, we are using chips. So when you have each and everything available within the country, things will be somewhat less costly. It will be more affordable to the middle class person, and they can buy. So when the manufacturing industry will boom, as a result of this, whether it is your consumer electronics industry or automotive industry, then it will generate a lot of jobs for everyone in the country. Then global competitiveness. Now, if we have our own chip manufacturing plant, then we are basically part of a global supply chain. We will supply the electronic based chips to the world. Then we will supply the products also which are using electronic based chips. So our export potential will increase. So when your export will be more than your import, then you can say that you are a very important global semiconductor player in the market. Okay. And these are very niche technologies. If India is capable of doing this, then you can say that if you talk about geopolitically, politically, then we can play a very important role in the world also. If you have this kind of complex technology based chip manufacturing plant, then the people from outside India or the talented people, they will come to India and they will work here. So overall, what I want to say that it is very important why we need to manufacture chip in our country. It is good for our national security. It will boost our economic growth. We will have advancing technology capability, means complex capability we will have, and it will improve India as a country in the global competitive market. Okay, so all these reasons are there. That's why we need chip manufacturing in our country. So by analyzing all these aspects, the government of India, they came with many schemes. Okay, they started this PLI scheme, then semiconductor scheme. So they attracted a lot of FDI in our country. They asked people to start assembling each and everything. So what I want to say that whether it is your R&D innovation and each and everything, the government is attracting a lot of investment in our country in the area of semiconductor, 5G technology, and other advanced electronics based technologies also. So in future, I can say that in India, it is going to be very important now. If you are a good electronics engineer, there are a lot of opportunities. Now I am telling you within few years, how many companies state-wise, I have included only few states. I have not gone in each and every state, but as of now, only few states where we can say that where the news are covered by the media about the chip manufacturing plants. So I will tell you about that. The first state is the Gujarat here. If you see here in Gujarat, Tata Group, they are partnering with Taiwan-based Power Chip Semiconductor Manufacturing Corporation. And the cost of this project is 91,000 crore. They are making artificial intelligence enabled state of art fabrication facility. It will generate 50,000 wafers per month. And I am telling you, these chips will be used in the area of, if you see here, these chips will be used in the area of power management ICs, display drivers in your gadgets. Microcontrollers are used a lot in your washing machine, in your smartphone, in your TV, in your laptop. Then high performance computing logic. So I can say that these are used a lot. It can be automotive industry, computing capability, data storage facilities, wireless communication, and AI. I want to tell you that AI is very uh, pro to the electronics hardware. if you want to implement the AI algorithm, you can implement, if you are an electronics engineer, you will directly implement that algorithm on the hardware. So you will be a better engineer than a computer science student who is knowing only the software. Okay, because you know the hardware, you know the software. So as a result, you can do wonders in your career. The another chip manufacturing plant is by Micron. Micron is a US based company, and recently it has started, means it has a chip assembly plant of 22,000 crore. So this is also a very famous company. Then your CG Power, in partnership with Renaissance Electronics Corporation Japan and Star Microelectronics Thailand, they will establish a semiconductor unit in Sanad, Gujarat. It is around 7,600 crore, and they are planning to means make chips, makes microcontroller based chips, analog power system on chips. So it is very important for your products like your washing machines, your communication equipments. There are so many things, your automobile industry chips. So all these things will be manufactured within India. Okay. The second state is your Assam. In Assam also there is Tata Semiconductor Assembly and Test means plant which is proposed. It will be in Moregaon, Assam, and this unit it will be established at a cost of rupees 27,000 crore. Okay, and these chips will be used in your semiconductor packaging technologies, including flip chip and IC technologies. So what I want to say that these are the various manufacturing chip manufacturing plants or semiconductor related plants which are coming in India. And the third is your Tamil Nadu. They have a signed with means contract with Taiwan's Foxconn. Okay, they have signed a contract with Taiwan Foxconn, and they are planning rupees 1,600 crore in Kachipuram, and it will generate around 6,000 jobs. Again, Taiwanese contract electronics manufacturing Foxconn is joining forces with HCL Group. If you remember, HCL initially it was working only for hardware, then they started working in the software. Now again they are focusing on the hardware. HCL is one of the company in our country which is known, which started very earlier in the area of electronics hardware. Okay, they started with computer uh, business, means supplying computers all over India. And the fourth one is your Karnataka. They have also signed MOU with the Israel-based semiconductor consortium, International Semiconductor Consortium, and there will be investment of around 23,000 crore here also. And it will be the country's first and largest semiconductor chip making plant. They are working on 65 nanometer analog semiconductor fabrication plant. Okay. Similarly, Maharashtra RRP Electronics is there. They will be working. Then in Pune itself, there are many semiconductor companies like Marvel Technologies, NXP, Alpha Wave Semi, Imagination Technologies. There are very. In the Noida also, in Bangalore also, there are many semiconductor design facilities in our country which are very famous. There are around, I think, 25 to 30 semiconductor design facility in our country, which there are labs, specifically labs which are working for the semiconductor design in our country. Telangana also, there is Keynes Semiconductor, which is a subsidiary of Keynes Technology. They're also planting. So what I want to say that there are many states which are working. In UP, in Greater Noida itself, there is 17,000 crore plant, which is proposed by the Hira Nandani Group. 17,000 crore plant. Madhya Pradesh also, US-based cricket semiconductor, which is basically investing $1 billion. Odisha. So I have only gone through these states, but there are many other states also which are working for chip manufacturing plant in their own state. Okay, they want this should be there because it will generate a lot of jobs uh, for the electronics engineers. So based on this, I can say that because there are so many states in our country which are very eager that there should have a chip manufacturing plant in their state, there will be a lot of jobs as a result of this. If I take means at least 20,000 job in one state, you say that 20 into 9, 1,20,000 jobs. And it is as per an estimate, there will be around 1,50,000 jobs in India by 2028. Okay, it takes some time because these manufacturing plants, they will be established, they will start the chip manufacturing. By 2028, by the time when you will pass, there will be a lot of job opportunities in electronics sector. So this is the right moment to pursue your career in electronics manufacturing. And I want to tell you that even whenever you say, where people say that there is a marketing problem and all these things, if you are a skilled professional, then companies are looking for you. Recently, I talked with my friend who is working in Synopsys. Synopsys is also a very good company of electronics, and they have a very strong base in India now. So I was talking with him. He was saying that projects are coming in their company, but they don't have manpower. So all these companies which I am showing you, Intel, Nvidia, Texas Instrument, Micron, Analog Devices, Microchip, Skyworks, Maxim Integrated, Xilinx, AMD, Cisco, IBM, Cadence, and these are Apple, Google. Google has also started the hardware. So whatever the software companies you will see here, they have started working on the hardware now. In our country recently, HCL, Tata Electronics, they have started working on the hardware. Then you have Infosys. Then you have Wipro. All of them, they have started investing in their own design of the electronic stuff. So what I want to say that all the software companies are also moving in hardware because they have realized that due to artificial intelligence, there will be a lot of job problems. There won't be job. But if you are electronics engineer, you imagine by yourself, you can go in the hardware related jobs also, you can go in the software related jobs also. So this is the right time for all of you to pursue your career in the electronics engineering. Okay. So currently we have two programs. One is BTech Electronics and Communication Engineering. Another is BTech Electronics and Computer Engineering. And third one is your PhD. That is only for BTech student with above 75% marks and for MTech pass students. Okay. We have these specializations. One is electronics and communication engineering with specialization data and signal analytics. So this data and signal analytics specialization, it is related to your AI. Okay, this is AI related. Then embedded systems and IoT. So here we teach you how to control your hardware by the help of software. So here we teach you about microcontroller, Raspberry Pi, FPGA boards, all these things are. Third is your VLSI design. That is your chip manufacturing, as I told you about that. So VLSI design is also a very good area. And here you have a lot of jobs. The fourth is your minor degree program with mechanical engineering, and that is in the area of mechatronics. So in the same manner, in the electronics and computer engineering also, you have data and signal analytics, embedded systems and IoT, VLS, and mechatronics. Now the question which comes, what do you mean by specialization? Specialization means there are a set of 4 courses which you will study in the specific area, and based on that you can target good jobs. Okay, in that specific area. They say, hello, if you have to go in the area of AI, you will target this. If you have to go in the area of VL, I mean chip design or product based companies, you can target both of these two. VLSI design, embedded systems and IoT. If you want to work in the area of robotics based company and all this thing, then you can go in this area. So this is about the EC program and specialization. If you have any problem, if you are facing any issue, then me, Dr. Ajay Yadav and Dr. Rahul Mukherjee. This is our contact number. You can note down. This is our mail ID. You can send an email to us. So if you have any query, any problem you are facing, if you're thinking, "Bhai, this is the problem here," or you can call me at my number, or you can send an email to me. Okay. So with this, I am stopping. Thank you. If you have any doubt, any question, you can ask.
No, sir, no doubt.